Hi guys, so I'm going to read Tales to Astonish number 40. So featuring the astonishing Ant-Man. See the true story behind the day the Ant-Man failed. The astonishing Ant-Man. The day the Ant-Man failed. Plot Stan Lee. Script Larry Lieber, or L.D. Lieber. Art Jack Kirby. Inking Sol Brodsky. Lettering Art Simic. Our startling Ant-Man tale begins with Henry Pym, for the insect-sized adventurer and the brilliant scientist are secretly one and the same person. The army will be pleased with the new gas mask I'm inventing. It's made of unstable molecules, which adjust themselves to the size of the wearer's head. Meanwhile, miles away, two dazed figures stagger toward the city.
I can't remember what happened. Me neither. My mind's just a blank.
When the guards reach the city, the news is made public.
Extra! Hijacker strikes again! He's made off with another armored truck, carrying a huge payroll.
And the guards can't remember anything of the robbery. It's uncanny.
But to Howard Mitchell, owner of the Mitchell Armored Truck Company, it's more than uncanny. It's appalling.
What kind of private guards are you? Another robbery? And have you caught the hijacker? No!
But there's nothing to go on. No clues.
No clues? Great. When the hijacker has put me out of business, I'll tell my creditors that there were no clues. Pah, it's useless. Only the Ant-Man would be clever enough to catch the hijacker. If I only knew where to contact him.
But unknown to Howard Mitchell, his plea has been picked up by the sensitive antenna of a nearby ant. The message is then transmitted to countless other ants, who form a city-wide web of communications. Until finally, the message reaches the nerve center of the fantastic network. There, I finished the adjustable gas mask. Uh-oh, my alarm is buzzing. The ants must be trying to contact me. Bzz, bzz. I better go to the secret communications room and see what's up. Moments later, electronic impulses coming in. They originate from Sector 12. The astonishing scientist puts on his cybernetic helmet, which soon translates the incoming signals into an intelligible form.
Howard Mitchell wants to contact Ant-Man.
Sounds like trouble, and that's my middle name. I'll just change into my costume. Now I merely release the reducing gas I developed.
The fumes are acting on my cell tissues. I'm shrinking, smaller and smaller. I'm becoming the tiniest human on Earth. The Ant-Man.
The incredible crime fighter then enters his specially built catapult.
I'll adjust the electronic controls to rocket me to the street outside of Mitchell's office.
The controls are adjusted. The release button is triggered.
And I'm on my way!
As he flies above the city, the colorfully clad figure uses his cybernetic transmitter to send out impulses, which the ants detect and follow.
My little pals are converging right on target. They'll cushion my fall.
But no machine is perfect, even a carefully designed electronic catapult.
I'm overshooting the target. Instead of landing on the ants, I'll crash into the building.
However, the tiny insects are swift as they are loyal.
Saved by the ants, as always. All right, little pal. You're better equipped to climb walls than I am, so give me a lift up to that window. That's it. Steady, steady. You wanted to see me, Mitchell?
Ant-Man, I don't know how you knew to come, but thank heavens you're here. 4 of my armored trucks carrying payrolls were stolen. After each robbery, the guards were found dazed, unable to remember what happened. My guards are baffled. They've no idea who the hijacker is, nor how he made off with the trucks. You must help me, Ant-Man. You must catch the hijacker. I can't afford any more robberies. Even though the payrolls were insured, each time they were stolen, I lost a customer. If it continues, I'll soon be out of business.
Then your competitors stand to benefit by these robberies. All right, Mitchell. Listen, I want you to announce that one of your armored trucks will carry a huge payroll tomorrow.
But if the shipment is announced in advance, the hijacker will be certain to strike.
That's what I'm counting on. And when he ambushes the truck, he'll find me there, waiting to trap him. By the way, that's an interesting collection of primitive art. Inca, isn't it?
Yes, I was in Peru last year. I spent some time with the Indians in the jungle. But that's unimportant now. All that matters is that you catch the hijacker.
Don't worry. Whoever he is, however he operates, the Ant-Man will defeat him. I promise you.
And so, the next day...
I don't like it. It's too risky. Everybody knows about the shipment, including you can bet the hijacker.
That's the idea.
We want that guy to strike again so the Ant-Man can catch him.
Ant-Man?
I didn't know you'd be along.
Now at least the odds are in our favor.
But scarcely has Ant-Man received the vote of confidence when...
Oh, what's the matter?
I've got a pain. It's getting worse. I think it's appendicitis.
Oh no, not now of all times.
How will you battle the hijacker?
I can't worry about him now. I must get to a doctor before my appendix ruptures. Hurry, little friend. Hurry.
What do we do now? Without Ant-Man's protection, the trip will be too dangerous. I'm for calling it off.
Blast the luck. I'd give anything to call it off, but I'm already committed. I'd lose another customer.
And so the armored truck leaves, carrying a large amount of money and 3 fearful guards.
It's the first time that the Ant-Man's ever failed anyone.
Well, he's only human. Even he can get sick sometime.
Soon the truck is beyond the city limits.
I don't like this road. It's too lonely.
At least we have plenty of guns and ammo.
So are the other guards. And it didn't help. Wait! There's something up ahead, blocking the road. It's a moving van. Stalled.
Looks like motor trouble. We'll have to help the guy fix it, so we can get past.
No, the hijacker may be around. It's not safe for us to leave the truck.
And then, as the frightened guards ponder what to do...
Look! The back of the van is sliding open. There's a giant magnet inside.
It's pulling us into the van.
Back up, quickly! I can't. The magnet is too powerful.
The door of the van is closed again.
We're trapped in here. What do we do? Look, he must be the hijacker.
Exactly. And as the spider said to the fly, welcome, suckers. Now, to get down to business.
Yes! It's seeping into the truck. I'm dizzy. I can't stand.
A few minutes later...
By now they must be all unconscious. I'll open the locked door of their truck with a blowtorch and dump the guards out on the road. By the time they come to again, I'll be long gone. Clever plan. Too bad it's going to fail. The Ant-Man. But how? I figured you might not strike if you thought I was in the truck, so I feigned illness and pretended to stay behind. Actually, that was kind of... I was more low-pitched. Sorry about that. But instead of going to a doctor, I commanded the ant to carry me to a nearby alley, where I had a simple catapult set up. I merely get into position and then release the rubber band, which is aimed at the roof. And up I go. A perfect shot. And there's my tiny model plane, complete with a gas engine, all ready and waiting for me. A moment later, I was in the air, following the armored truck. When the guard stopped for your moving van, I suspected it was a trap, so I landed on the armored truck, when it was drawn in by your gas magnet. The hijacker's gas attack will be a good test for the new gas mask I developed.
So you think you outsmarted me? Fool! You only outsmarted yourself, for you shall never escape from here.
You'll have to move faster than that, chum.
Bah! You can't hide from me in there. I'll open that truck's door the same way I opened the others.
But while the menacing hijacker burns through the door, the Ant-Man uses the precious seconds to send for help.
My helmet's electronic signals will be picked up by all ants in the area.
And no sooner has the message been sent,
I missed you again, but you cannot escape.
I'll hide in the ignition.
but no sooner does the Ant-Man crawl into the tiny space than the hijacker turns the key.
Woo! It almost crushed me.
And seconds later, the engine roars.
The vibrations! They've thrown me off balance! I'm falling! Made it. I'll be safe here atop the engine block, at least for a moment.
But that moment is short-lived, for suddenly...
The noise! It's so loud! I can't stand it!
Beep, 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 beep.
Ha ha ha! This horn must sound 1,000 times louder to the Ant-Man than it would to a normal-sized person.
I've got to reach the wires to connect the horn before the noise deafens me.
Beep, 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 beep.
There, I ripped out the wires. Another few seconds and my eardrums would have burst.
Editor's note. Even though the Ant-Man is small as an insect, he still retains all the strength of his normal size. Otherwise, he couldn't have yanked out the wires.
The Ant-Man stopped the horn. Where is he now? I can't find him. Ah, there you are. You're very agile, but you have come to the end of the line.
The ants should have reached the knob by now.
And, just as the tiny human has predicted, a swarm of faithful insects turns the windshield wiper control as the Ant-Man had instructed them.
Well done, fellas. That gives me just the impetus I needed.
What?
Now it's my turn at bat. This gas mask was never as good as the one I'm wearing, the one I invented for the army. But now, it'll make it completely worthless.
With gaping holes torn in his mask, the hijacker soon becomes helpless.
The gas is making me dizzy. I'm going to pass out.
Quickly, my little friends, gather below me.
Ugh.
Ah! Like landing on a cloud.
As the hijacker slumps to the ground, his mask falls from his face, to reveal...
Just as I suspected, it's Mitchell, owner of the armored truck company. Now to contact the police before he regains consciousness.
Minutes later,
I first suspected Mitchell when I saw the primitive statues in his office, and I learned he'd spent time in the jungles of Peru. For I knew that the Indians there had an ancient vapor, the inhaling of which causes a lapse in memory.
So you figured that was tied in with the hijacker, and that's what made you decide to wear a gas mask.
Right. Then the fact that only Mitchell knew all the routes of his trucks added to my suspicion of him.
But why did Mitchell do it? My company was losing money. I thought I could get it back by stealing it, and no one would ever know. Then, I thought if I myself sent for the Ant-Man, he'd never suspect me. And we thought the Ant-Man had failed us by getting sick. Mister, even when that guy fails, he wins. That's the Ant-Man for you. And the end. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.